Okay, welcome back to the video. Today I am going to be showing how to make, or how I make, an Intamin Blitz coaster. I'm just going to do an uncut process with me talking, just making an Intamin Blitz. Technically it's a Mack Blitz, but I don't really care. So it has Mack Ride trains, but I'm going to do this like Maverick with a inclined lift, and I'm only gonna do a 30-mile-per-hour launch so that it's not too intense when I go into my beyond vertical drop. That's good. And I usually do like one piece to slow it down a little, and then the drop. That a little bit tighter, and you make that drop as steep as you want, and then on the way back you kind of make it a little tilt, then flatten out pretty smoothly. After that, you don't really want to do any like loops or anything on this type of coaster, because the Intamin Blitz kind of feels like more of a type of ride you would want to have a lot of custom elements, not one with a ton of cookie cutter stuff. I'm just gonna put in a little bunny hop there. It's just gonna go up a little, so it's a little higher off the ground before I go into some kind of S-bend, I'd say. 1, 2, 3. And also with these blitzes, you want quick transitions. That's not a tight enough helix. Let me make that tighter. That's good. Incredibly intense helix. That's what you want. And you don't want to click autocomplete. Sorry, I'm like clicking down here. But I used to, before I got my PC, I would play this game called Theme Park Tycoon on Roblox, because it was the closest thing I had to a game like Planet Coaster, Theme Park Tycoon, Roller Coaster Tycoon. I'm just doing a big ol' airtime hill, just because why not? And here I'm gonna do an inversion. So I'm gonna turn up and over and then do an intense bank. Because this is gonna go into, this is gonna be an overbank that I'm gonna end with. Instead of going out of, I'm gonna just keep the bank going so that I can have an inversion there. Like that. And it's an Intamin Blitz, so you've got it. It's gotta be whippy. A whippy, fast-paced coaster. I'm also not gonna touch the banking there. So this is gonna be an extreme banked section. So you want a good variety. So I'm gonna go into a small outer bank before flattening out. Then I'm gonna go up into an airtime hill. More of a bunny hill, but maybe a zero G roll or a corkscrew. What was the thing I was thinking about? Around corkscrew, maybe? That actually is cool. That's cool. Also, don't be afraid to use these things. Don't, literally, they work well, and if you want your best coasters, then you might as well just use the pre-made stuff. I know I said before not to use any of the pre-made stuff, but you can use some of the, like, untraditional stuff. Usually I make a small section of the ride and then test it. After I finish this double down. Should I make this a trick track double down? Yeah, I'll make it a trick track double down. If you don't want to know what that is, then then you're only playing the game and you don't actually know real life roller coaster stuff. But trick track double down is like the weird element that came on Storm Chaser as a trick track double up originally. Pretty much you've got one half of the down tilting banking slightly one way, and the other half is banking slightly the other way. Okay, now I'm gonna test this. So, here we go. Let's see how this is so far. I think that launch is a good speed, because you don't want it to be an incredibly fast launch. That's probably about the speed of Maverick's launch. I don't actually know the exact speed. That looks like a good drop. That looks good too. Maybe a little intense there. That looks like floater. You always want a little bit of floater and mixed in with your ejectors, so small outer bank, that would be cool. And this thing, I'm gonna have to remove some supports there. And the double down. I think after this I'm gonna do a turn and then a launch. Actually, just gonna take a tiny bit of terrain here. Push it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to remove supports. Ugh. No, actually, I'm gonna make this start higher up because I'm awful at making custom supports. Absolutely terrible at it. No. Okay. I'm just gonna have it go up a little bit more before I go into the. Oh, okay. So this is one of these. So the wraparound corkscrew, it's called. Then we'll have my trick track double down. Looks like a nice whippy. This is gonna be a more intense version of the trick track double down. I know it's an awful name. Then let's just go into a tight turn. Tighter than that, not that. Tighter than that at the start. I'm gonna go into launch now, because it's a bit slow. Then here, the second launch is where you want to go to your top speed. And then also, if you can, it'd be cool to do a little under thing there, and then maybe go into an airtime hill during the launch. There we go. It's a good launch. Nice. And I'll put in a couple pieces of straight track just so that I clear that. And then I'm gonna go into the top hat now. Unfortunately, since Planet Coaster doesn't have any switch tracks, I can't do any of that Pantheon and some other Blitz and modern Intamin Blitz coasters thing where they do the You know what I'm talking about, like where they... I'll put up a picture of Pantheon, but if Pantheon's one, but it pretty much, it doesn't clear the first section. The first time it goes through the launch, it doesn't clear the thing, and then the second time it goes through, it just, oh god, no. That has to go higher. Oh god. Actually, I'm gonna make that a bit less sudden to bring down the G's. But what I was saying was that Pantheon and a few other modern Intamin Blitzes have this thing where they'll go through the launch once, and then they'll it's actually Giga. Okay. So, and then they'll pretty much go into the launch, and then there'll be a switch track that changes while they're on the launch, and then they won't clear the top hat. This is a strata. Can't make it a strata. Just make a turn here. It won't make it, so pretty much what the thing that they'll do will be they won't make it up the first time, and then they'll fall back down, and then the switch track will change, and they'll go backwards up a spike, and then fall back down into a faster launch that takes them up the top hat. It's just a cool thing. I wish we could do on Planet Coaster. So this is actually a Giga coaster, which is a roller coaster between 300 and 399 feet. Just because the launch is really quick. Then wait, you want to do another, like, gentle way going down. I actually want to watch this. That's a cool inversion. Probably should tone that down a little there. That's going like 90 miles per hour there. Put a little trim down there. Not much, but just a little. Because I want this to be compact, but being a... Oh, it's not a Giga. It's a Hyper. That's fine. Can't make it go any taller anyway. Good, but I mean, I do have a chain left. And here, this airtime hill will be more like a kind of double up. So I need to see the heat map on this. Minus 3 Gs. Okay, that's too much. Way too much. Will that launch be going the wrong way? Will that be a backward launch? I think it might be doing a backward launch now. Let's see. It's almost here. Hope it's not doing a backward launch, because that would not be a very good thing. Act as a brake. Oh, it's doing a forward launch. Pop fair time there. I'll remove that, and then go over here, so that the things are all on the same height. Right, there we go, launch complete. And I'll smoothen out sections too. I usually do that after I finish building the ride. Here I'm going to put in a block section. This is not going to slow the train down though. It's just going to be a high up block brake. I think actually put another catwalk there. And one more behind it too. How fast is it going here? Oh, it's actually going pretty fast by the time the second launch too. It's good. Actually gonna make it slow down a little here. See how this is. Put a lake here and some water effects. Could do that right now. Just put in the lake right now. I'm not going to do the effects. There we go. Little lake. This is going to be a tighter turn. Here we go. I'm gonna 0G roll. Actually, a 0G stall would do better. I'll do a 0G stall here. Sometimes these work out, sometimes they don't. It's just how building coasters works. Small outer bank section, and then I'm gonna pop up into the brakes. I think I may have slowed it down a bit too much. Probably did, judging by how fast that train was moving there. probably don't need brakes. Well, I probably do, but not that much. Do a little bank there, because why not? Then another black section. And then auto-complete. Here we go, let's ride it. A brand new, almost done Intamin Blitz coaster. Probably do need to slow down those brakes. Launch is fine, but the brakes after the top hat probably need to be slowed down a bit. Definitely need to smoothen it out though. Honestly, when I build my stuff, I really don't have much of a plan to start with. I have a few elements I think would be cool, but you really don't need a whole giant plan. It's really intense top hat. How much do you slow down here? Oh, you pretty much stop. Probably a bit too much. Probably speeding that up a bit. But the stall is wonderful with those brakes though. Though I could just get rid of the brakes on the top hat and put some brakes before the stall. Yeah, that's a good idea. Get rid of these. Makes these do nothing. Then, come on, I can't even put, oh, this coaster type doesn't have trims? Come on. Oh god. That stall is magical now. Yeah, that stall is awesome. Reformat this turn. Then smooth out a few sections. Usually just go in and on blitzes, you don't want to smooth them out too much, but also want to smooth them out a bit. I like that section. Don't like that. Don't just want the baking to be smoothed out. Okay, and then up here's good. I like that trick track. Here, I'll smoothen it out a bit. And how about that launch is an incredibly fast-paced turn. This top hat definitely needs some smoothing though. So that's a bit of a sudden turn. I want sudden turns, but not that sudden. How about that? Should be good. Okay. Then you pick a color scheme you like. I'm gonna go with like a baby blue type of color, like Gatekeeper, Cedar Point. And you do want to use a few different shades for here than a white. How do those trains look? Pretty good. Alright. Here we go. Final product, probably. First you go up a slow 30-mile-per-hour launch, up to the top of an 140-foot lift hill, I think. You go down a 105-foot, or 105-degree drop. S-bend, airtime hill. If you just want to see the POV, I will also put just the POV after this, without me talking, but then we just go into one of these weird corkscrew type things. Trick track, double down. Launch. Stupid tall top hat. Almost a giga top hat. Brake. Block section. Turn down into brake for this magical 0G stall. And the brakes. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that coaster. Definitely not my best Blitz, but pretty good. That only took me 30 minutes to build. Usually these can take me up to an hour. That one dueling one with Darth Vader and Luke probably took an hour and a half. But I hope you enjoyed this video. This is the outro. If you liked this video, please subscribe. If you loved it, give it a like as well. And it really does help to leave a comment if you enjoyed this type of video, just like a tutorial of how to make a ride. I could probably do one for like a B&M Giga / Hyper, like this coaster, hybrids, pretty much any of these. Even like a looping coaster. Dude, let me show you how easy it is to make a looping coaster. You just do that, boom, boom. Simple as then just throwing in as many inversions as you possibly can. Put in cool inversions too. Just spam these typical things like that, and then you should also make sure to put some variety in your things. Just put in a million different types of inversions, and then put in a brake run and prep, and then, yeah, that's a looping coaster. Pretty simple, but now I am just gonna say goodbye, subscribe, like, comment, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye! So pretty much, I checked the forces and it was too intense. There were two sections, the top hat and the first bunny hill after this, so I'm gonna shut up now, and I fixed those things and added another inversion after the brakes.